Are we doing like a little introduction as well?
Somewhere.
Do we need to be like, hey guys, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Back at it again with another video. Don't forget to caress that subscribe button and
Make sure you
gently
comment.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's the intro to the video.
Strong.
Right.
But yes, we are here to watch all of the Mario Kart Rainbow Roads. As you can see, from 1992, which is Super Nintendo. Did not know Super Nintendo was that old.
Really 92?
Yeah.
And then 2020, we're gonna see Tour.
But what is our end goal with watching every iteration?
Well, basically, the end goal, we're going to kind of compare our creative minds, figure out who likes what maps the most, and why we don't like some maps. But yes, introductions. Sasuke789 here. Everybody that knows me knows me. Those who don't, you should.
It's true.
Variety streamer, mainly PC, but
Lover of Power Rangers.
lover of Power Rangers.
Rightly so.
Rightly so.
Who are you, Flesh?
Yeah.
Hi. I'm Marcus, or FleshMayFail. I play a lot of things. I like retro. I like JRPGs.
Oh, you do.
I'm on YouTube and the Twitch and the TikTok. You know, I do the thing.
Links will be in descriptions all over the place.
Look at those
Down
description links.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's
Yeah,
going to be down there.
Pop them.
WhitePanther001, very similar variety streamer of sorts. Heavily Nintendo, as you can see by all the lovely colors. But yeah, that's me. I like to yell at games a lot when usually they're not games you yell at.
He does.
You do the yelling.
I do be yelling. I do be furious. You caress it. You drive all over that subscribe button. You throw a red shell at that like button.
Hit a blue shell because you know it's in the lead.
Exactly.
Especially if you want to stay caught up with all of our other collaborative events that we'll be doing.
Cough, cough, nudge.
Shall we,
As
boys?
When was the
Those
last time you
tracks are-
played Super Mario Kart?
On the SNES Classic.
I
That's
was
a fun little device.
still living with my parents back in high school, I'd like to say.
High school never
High
ends.
school.
Take the
Alright.
reins. Oh, missed it.
I mean, yeah, it hits you right away. Doesn't it? So, I can see these colors. I mean, this was hard because driving in the SNES was, like, impossible.
Okay.
It's God's place in history, but like I can already tell, like this is probably gonna be at the bottom.
It's probably the easiest one to go around.
Oh yeah, those thwomps though, they get you.
Just visually and like objectively looking at it, it's simple. It's something that you would expect to see from a game from the early 90s.
Right.
So, I mean,
I think once we get to it, we should, in fairness, rank the remaster against everything.
Ooh, that's a good one.
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there. Speaking of getting there, the next one is from
Yes.
Mario Kart 64.
What is this track called, Sasuke?
Rainbow Road, baby!
Oh, no idea. I also like how it cuts out at some point the rendering distance.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
gets up
yeah.
there.
With the older
Cool effect.
games.
Oh, very hoppy.
Wow. Was there gravity?
Oh, that would it.
Did they make gravity a little bit lower on the old Rainbow Roads?
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Are we seeing giant constellations or are there fireworks going off? What is happening?
With how relatively close they are, you'd think they'd be like some sort of fireworks, but there's no way they were going to be able to do that animation on the
It's just
64
neon
going
lights.
on. Yeah,
I like
we'll
that.
Get there.
The obstacles.
Ooh, he kind of changed direction. He kind of hulked a bit.
Or Donkey Kong.
It's always Donkey Kong. That's.
Did you see the way that they bounced too? It was like they weren't animated to bounce. They were like, let me take the PNG, fling
Yeah.
my mouse a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, like those videos of people that don't really animate their things, they just move in MS Paint.
They,
But you know,
they
those videos
mastered
are
how
very
YouTube
tasteful.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
what
was
are
kind
your-
of
Yeah. there really wasn't no thrill. You know, you
Right,
had the
exactly.
safety the whole time.
It was the first step into 3D, so
Mhm.
maybe they were just like, we can't be too adventurous. We got to make sure it works.
People gonna be falling too much.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Because
nobody-
I remember when I first got an N64, I got sick playing Mario and Glover because it was just like
Oh.
a new thing.
Well, the next option that we're going to be seeing is the Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy
Heck yeah.
Advance.
Let's go.
Off the start, this map looks bonkers.
It's pretty. Oh, there goes the railing.
Okay.
It's gone.
Ooh.
Wait, is the edge?
Music.
Is the edge a jump? The edge is a
If
jump.
the edge is
Oh,
a
that's
jump.
even crazier. Oh, that's
What?
shortcuts all day. Wow. This is the first game to bring back classics.
The first remake of the Super
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because like this is control-wise, Super Circuit and SNES are very similar. It's more of a graphical leap. No qualms. Not yeah. Wow. They wanted this to be the easy version.
You know, it's boring. Like we said when it first showed up, it's just boring.
Yeah.
mhm.
I do like the temptation to take the shortcuts of the original for Super Circuit. That's good.
The
Oh.
jump pads.
But bringing back the OG in this and taking away the one gimmick it had, it's somehow
Got it.
worse.
It makes it more easier.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're not gonna have issues if there's no like road hazards. It just makes it feel too easy because
Mhm.
what do you have to be afraid of?
I like the
Uh,
moon too. I like the little backdrop there.
I was gonna
Yeah.
talk about the aesthetic of
Very pretty.
the Super Circuit.
Mhm.
When the first track, I wanted to keep watching even though the lap ended. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Yeah.
But I wasn't done with it.
Because there was some skill there. They were taking those shortcuts. They were taking those
Mhm.
chances.
Yeah.
Well, then having the bounce pads on the side, somebody can bump you into it. And you just boop, go by. Like
Yep.
it doesn't really feel scary until it is. It's one of those things where like if there's nobody around you, it's super easy. You can take those shortcuts, but the second
Mhm.
somebody's trying to like mess you up and like hit you into them,
Oh yeah.
that's when I feel like the track would probably be a lot more interesting. Because you got to remember this is also the first
It
one
does
on
what
a
it can.
handheld.
It's true.
So
I have a question. Do the
Yes.
coins mean anything yet?
see, that's what I was thinking.
Because there's no limit
There is
on
no
them. We're
limit.
at 14.
It was just like Mario has taught you to collect what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely didn't do anything with it outside the race, like buying parts or things like that.
Mhm.
That wasn't a mechanic they would have put. I think we're taking a huge leap from this on to Double Dash. I never
Nice.
I had no memory card for the longest time. So it would just be marathons of this game because you turn it off, it's
It's
You
gone.
start from
All
scratch.
your progress is gone. Yeah.
I am noticing a giant tube. Two of them.
Oh
Not
yeah.
Yeah. That bomb is just up there, huh? It's just floating things over a city.
Yeah,
Over a
this is
city.
one of the first times we've seen the gigantic city that you just plummet to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a giant.
Yeah. Forgot about these
Thrust
long
pad.
stretches. Yeah. Boost pad,
Thank you.
the little bitties right here. This curve. This
Oh,
could make
this
or break
was
you sometimes.
yeah. This is what won you or lost you the race right here.
Yeah. How many can you hit and efficiently without falling off?
I will say they made that feel good. Anime
Oh,
lines
yeah.
and all.
Anime line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed lines.
She just threw like 8 fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. That was the green fireball there.
Double Dash's unique gimmick, aside from the double, was each character having a specific item.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I'm not crazy about how it looked. I know it's
No.
GameCube era,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
I'm
just
not
graphically?
talking about graphically. I'm talking about like
Design.
floating bombs and floating mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, what I saw of the city was cool. And how
Right.
many sections had railing? I've already forgotten, but I felt like it started and stopped.
Anytime with the curves, they like to not have it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got DS. looks like.
DS. This is Mario Kart DS is what we're gonna
Did
be.
a lot of this too.
Did you?
Oh, hawk
I'm noticing that the rainbow is switched and now it is sideways.
Yeah, which makes a
Ooh.
lot more sense to have it like you're on an actual
a rainbow.
rainbow. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, I say let's just get into it and see what it has to
It has
offer
some
then.
points.
All right.
I'm noticing the when you drift, they've added the spark animation.
They did that in Double Dash.
Oh, did they?
I think they only had 2 levels you could do on that.
There's either 2 or 3.
Right.
It's almost
Well,
as if they took the double dash one and they were just like,
Yeah.
here's
Yo.
his package.
Yeah.
I did like all the loops, and you don't see that in any other Mario map.
Nope.
You get kind of one in the Wii.
Mm.
It's more of like a barrel roll.
Double barrel roll.
Yeah. Star Fox
And they
would
had,
love a Rainbow Road.
When you were going upside down, they did add the railings again. They were like, we don't want you to fall off point because that's
Yeah, that's
upset.
just mean.
Yeah.
Because I know that Nintendo is heavy on like there needs to be a reason, a justification to make this game. We want a new thing, a new gimmick, a new something to justify it.
Well, there has
It's
yet
weird
to-
that some games they do that and some they don't. Splatoon 3. From what we see. From what we see. Fun little tangent. I got so angry at Mario Kart DS, I took the game out and snapped it in half.
No.
You know what's funnier?
Issues like that.
It wasn't even my Mario Kart DS.
Yo, what?
I think
Oh,
whoever
what?
I borrowed it from, they never asked about it again. And I was scot-free. But you knock on wood, that karma is gonna come to get me. Or maybe it already
They're
did.
watching this video right now, and they're gonna find you.
The FBI is gonna kick my door down.
We're on the Wii. You boys ready to see
Yeah.
the Wii?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we
Coconut
would like
Mall.
to play. Oh. Coconut Mall hype.
Coconut Mall hype.
Mm-hmm. Super excited for that.
Now,
Tell me some star
immediately,
bits.
it's gorgeous.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a good stereotypical moon back there, looking cheesy.
It's Earth. We are in space.
Mhm.
Everything else was kind of within the atmosphere.
This was pretty groundbreaking. All the little leafy parts,
Oh.
parkour moments
That's right. I forgot. That's where this happened.
where you whip the controller.
I didn't know that I remembered this well until it started playing.
Oh, I forgot about this curved part. I did fall off this a good time or two because you're doing the mushroom last minute. You're like, I gotta make up ground.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But how do we think about the Wii?
They brought in with the Wii, where you shake the remote and you do
Yeah.
the trick at the
And-
boost.
Yep.
Motion controls.
Motion controls. That is
Driving like a real car for the
Mhm.
first time.
Telling everybody plastic wheels.
Dude, I had
I
I
made so much money off those.
I got the Nerf ones because those
Ooh.
were soft.
You
Yeah.
can
throw
hit things with
You-
those.
You can
Yeah.
throw them things. But yeah, no, like
We don't justify violence in our video games.
Technically, it's outside of the game.
There you go.
They needed you to feel. You needed to get used to having the ability to do
Mhm.
tricks. So they gave you a playground a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good word for it. It was a
that's
playground.
probably the best explanation I've heard about it ever.
Mhm.
So
It's a good course, and also introduced motorcycles.
Yep.
motorcycles,
Totally forgot about
yes,
motorcycles.
motorcycles came in
One
the
of the
Wii.
motorcycles.
Pole on a wheelie. Let's kick it. It's weird that we're starting with a remake. At the
Yeah,
beginning of 7. With Super Circuit, we had the Super Circuit Rainbow Road, and then
And
this
then
next one. So
Okay,
this is
so immediately you see that they did actually add some. There are some ramps. There are some coins.
the
When
first
the
major
flops
change.
hit, shakes. What does the Tanuki do?
I think you just kind of pop up.
you
for a
jump higher.
Oh no, you can swipe things.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, so they do affect. That was where the big change came from. They affect the map and make waves.
I feel less bad about
All
it.
right, so
being
now
kinda-
we're getting into the actual
This one's
Mario Kart
crazy.
7. You drive on the moon. Or a
This
moon.
one might be crazier than 8, almost. And 8 gets crazy. There's a lot of gaps, a lot of no railing edges. And for some reason,
It is thick though. There's a lot of room.
Yes.
and there was some gravity messing happening there.
Oh, this I do remember being angry when it dipped you just underneath the item.
Duh, it's not laps.
It's
just
not
sprint.
loud. Yep.
Wow.
The introduction of the paragliders as well.
Okay.
Yeah. 8.
That was the big thing for
Yeah,
7 was
right.
the paragliders.
Okay.
Track is definitely the star. Like, they don't want you to really look to the left or to the right or what's going on in the background.
There's a lot of immersion though with these. Just like getting off the ribbon and actually driving on bodies of things, moons and craters, tunnels. Our 3rd time so far seeing the Super Nintendo one. The quintessential right now.
Yeah.
Better than the previous 2.
It's the best one we've seen so far.
Brought the
Absolutely.
thwomps back, added the ramps, added some wavies being affected by the thwomps.
Mhm.
Much better.
The little blocky colors were just the homage, so you know where
Yeah.
you're at.
Mm-hmm.
That marathon of a track,
That
In 7.
marathon.
that brand new one. It's a long one.
It's a long one, and it looks good. It kind of brings you more into like what I felt like was like an astro field.
Yeah, it's the first time that you are not on the Rainbow Road
It
Mhm.
feels
for
like
a
yeah,
part.
yeah, and it feels like you're in space.
Yeah,
Truly.
because while you were driving on that moon or asteroid, whatever it was, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you do kind of float more. You did float
Mhm.
more when you hit those jumps, and that's just a really good addition. Yeah, up next
Moving on.
we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, we're gonna get into the juicer that is the 3 Rainbow Roads in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Is it too many?
No.
Put some more. Don't be shy. This one's crazy.
So-
Having the satellites everywhere.
I know I'm colorblind, but this is a less vibrant rainbow, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's less saturated. I
This
feel
feels
like.
more like I'm driving through a semi-colorful space station.
Yeah, which 7 was all about going through an astral field, where this one's all about a space station.
This is the first time that there's so much happening that I want to look at the background, but the moment you do,
Yeah, this one will screw you over, especially
whoa!
on 200. And you could hop from the top track to the bottom one if need be.
8.
Ah, yes.
Oh wait, no, this is the remake of the Nintendo 64 Rainbow Road.
Mhm.
My.
They changed the actual structure of this one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On 64, 3 laps, repeated, where this is just one long stretch, like 7 was. So in the little town, it's kind of a city still, but like it has more of like a town feel to it, more express, just going around us.
They've taken
Maybe-
away the barriers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The original did have pretty much permanent barriers, right?
I think it
I
was
think-
permanent.
Isn't chomp the track? You should be bouncing.
There is also a train just going around.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Again, major Polar Express vibes. This is our 4th time seeing the Super Nintendo track.
Yes.
That's crazy. Nobody has had this many remakes.
They've got the
Nintendo really likes it.
what are they called? The mountains from Super Mario,
Mario World?
World.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mario World lettering right there
I like it.
on the Mario Kart. It's so color heavy. Which I'm sorry, Flesh, you can't fully experience, but you know what? Still
I
appreciate
feel like I get it. The only time I didn't get it was the last level, the space
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of you like playing Mario World. And you said, yeah, I get it. Colorful.
I see colors. There's at least 2.
Yeah, you don't need to overdo it. I get it.
The maps on 8.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for space station stuff, so seeing satellites and a blooper ship, like that's freaking cool. I love just the lore of like Mario minions making a ship, Bowser sending bad guys to space.
Everything sort of blends together. So you can't see too much clearly. And that's what they want, right? They want you to feel like you're zooming past everything.
Right. Yeah.
But I think that there's a balance that could have been struck when you are still enjoying the environment, because I think that 8 does that so well. When you think of tracks like the Animal Crossing track, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I feel like this one gets a little bit muddy with the color palette.
Looking at the map itself, gameplay wise, it was a good track, but then you have the issues like Flesh brought up. It's just, is it really a rainbow? Like, the colors blended a little too much. It didn't really show the whole rainbow effect. And then I get it, like being around a station, and I like that they like included the station with it, but I feel like they included it too much.
You know what's built different in this is the 64 remake.
The
Truly
64
reconstructed
remake.
differently.
Absolutely.
This is the first time it's not even a remake. It's a different track at this point.
It is completely new.
Rainbows look very good with like a gold and bronze
Yes.
companion. Is it more gold or is it a bronze metal in that track? But
I always go for gold because that's the special star, right? And this is supposed to be the special track.
It's like it looks very nice. Yeah,
It's more of a
but it still has a brown.
Yeah, it has a brownish
to it as
tint
well
with it.
next to it. But it feels even more grandiose having that. It feels royal.
Exactly.
They made it feel like there's a warmth here. Oh, this is it's a spectacle. It's the jump up superstar of this game. You're there for the ride. You're there for the look.
It is a ride. Yeah. This one focuses like you're mentioning with the other one, it's more about going past the visuals and whatnot. But this one wants you to see fireworks in the train. You're along for the ride, like you said.
We have the final remake. Yeah.
This can get pretty crazy.
Yep.
Because with the 90-degree turns, with how fast-paced this game is, and we got the Mario World font on there. It's nice because it's SNES, and they bring it back to that era. I never thought about that. That's awesome.
Can we talk about the upgrade that this track has gotten through each of its?
Yeah.
It's as if they just continue to learn. Like,
it really
we can make this
up.
better and better.
And maybe that's why they keep bringing it back. It's like, we want to show you how we keep improving. And how we keep bringing it to the table.
And I guess like the best way to do that is with the most simple one. Very easy to just try out new stuff on this map because there isn't much else to it.
We meme on it, but it's nice to see. It's like an old friend.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's comforting.
It's back with it. Yeah. Wow, I didn't think I'd get a new appreciation for what I thought used to be one of my least favorite tracks. But it's climbing. I guess this is a good segue.
Why don't we take a tour into it, guys? Oh man.
You took a segue, is what you did.
That's the gimmick of 9. You can no motorcycles.
Segways.
Yeah. At 250 cc.
Yeah.
You're just you know how you, instead of leaning like
you're
this,
literally
just
like
straight up like this.
You're laying on the track.
Yeah. Oh, I like how they've already got like half their score requirement.
It's too cartoony for me.
So this is now 3DS Rainbow Road T?
Yeah, they've added things to this track. Too cartoony, and it being a Mario game is like very to hear.
Where's T? Is that what we're doing? I'm assuming the R stands for reverse.
Yeah.
I don't like games artificially adding playtime.
Yeah. That was that Bowser shell that was in Double Tap.
Oh my god, you could take this one track and do it 8 times. You got transformed, reverse, and mirror? Oh, I think that would come out to 8 different ways to play this track. If mirror mode is an option. Ouch.
So yeah, they just
We're not reinventing the wheel with this one.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know if we could count this. Technically, so far, this is 8 variations.
Are we even gonna count tour?
Do we
No,
talk about it?
No, they don't have their own.
None of it's original. It's all just basically changed up, reverse, transformed versions of 3DS and SNES. So
That's what it comes down to.
We're all collectively agreeing on just sticking with 1 through 8, getting rid of tour.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, though, the SNES one keeps getting an upgrade. Here it's got some funkiness going on. Not counting tour, but if we were, that's 20 iterations of Rainbow Road.
No way.
20. Oh.
Hot garbage? That's kind of rude.
For 4 of the same level? Oh,
Just the existing is garbage.
Yeah. We got the leap into 3D, but kind of basic.
Yep.
It's just a ribbon with a little chompy here and there without the stakes of falling off.
The adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's feeling meh.
Feeling meh. Yeah. This
feeling real meh.
This is a meh bird. Super Circuit. That one, it looked pretty. Love me the aesthetic. Super Circuit. But it still didn't have too much to offer. You had your jumps.
Tell you, those jumps rocketed it to the top of mine. Not number 1. I'm thinking it's like 2 or 3 for me.
Wow.
Because for it to be so early, yet give it like the fun of the hopping off of track, and you can knock somebody off and kill them, or you could shortcut yourself. I think that's so cool.
You were thinking with relativity.
I love that, and I also love the backgrounds and how it's sort of like almost timeless. It looks better than some of the ones that came after it.
I think I would have given it a solid. So you'd probably give it a really good?
I would give it a really good.
Okay. Sasuke, what are you feeling?
I was going to say solid. Having the addition of the jump pad is a really nice touch that you don't really see anywhere else. But it is aesthetically, you had the background, it looked really beautiful. But the track itself was just... The jump pad is basically all I had going for it.
I see that.
I feel you. I think... Because the 2 are beating it out on solid, we'll keep it there. But
solid
if anything else
good.
is solid, we'll put it in front of it. How about that, Flesh?
That's a good. I like that.
You really like the visual. You are a visual person.
I need visuals to feel good. Now, there were some other tracks that we looked at that felt good as a race. This felt like they were, they were still trying to find their foot.
Yeah.
They did some cool things. It was the first time we saw a trampoline tube thing.
Yeah. Saw a lot of boost pads.
Would give it a solid.
Okay. I think this is the first time the design, the layout of the map was pretty unique. We're getting away from just blocky turns and not just a ribbon of swirls. This one had, I think overall it had a figure 8, but it had a figure 8 with some loops in it and some squiggles. And then that cannon to shoot it alongside. I think I would give it a really good. I don't know if that's a bias showing that. It's really colorful. I like the floating objects. I think the floating objects are cooler than neon signs, but I don't know if it's cooler than fireworks.
Yeah.
Fireworks are flashy. I think the difficulty of the level is putting it a really good for me as well.
Okay.
I think my bias wants to make it godlike, and I'm not gonna be that biased.
Fair.
Sasuke, how about you?
Complete bias aside, I came in here thinking it was going to be my top 1. It isn't. Mainly because looking at it objectively, it added a lot of things to Mario Kart but it was also the start of it, so it was kind of, it wasn't well put out yet. It doesn't really hold up as much as my nostalgia kind of thought it did. Although still a really good track. There's a really good balance between the rails, no rails, having everything together. I would put it at a really good, but if we're looking at just the Rainbow Road itself, I'm actually gonna have to put it at a solid.
Good
Dude,
point.
how does that? So I think this overall would put it at a solid.
Solid.
Double Dash as a Mario Kart game, godlike.
Next, we have Mario Kart DS's Rainbow Road. Feeling kind of average with this one. So loop-de-loop is cool. Keeps your shoes looking good, however the song goes. But it's pretty average to me.
I really didn't feel like there was any threat on the entire map.
Yeah.
Really.
There were a lot of segments that had no railings, but it wasn't like intense.
Yeah.
The intensity was missing.
The roads themselves were wide enough to where there really wasn't an issue.
I think I agree with it being average. But that's what they were kind of going for, right? They were like, we can now make this on the DS.
Yeah.
But we need to do it without a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
It's also kind of ugly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's meh just because it's another course simply drug over.
Fair enough. I think it was 2 averages and 1 meh.
3
Oh no, I mean
averages.
average. I didn't mean meh.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. I'm
Ranking
saying
it
it's
over the
meh,
coals.
but ranking average.
I'm curious where we're gonna rank this one. We got Mario Kart, Wii's Rainbow Road.
Wii's Rainbow Road.
I feel like this has a tender spot in a lot of people's heart. Not just us, just in general.
It's true. The danger level very low.
Yes.
Yeah. The track goes all over the place, though. I like that. The design of it goes everywhere. I like the turns and the. I think they took the danger level away and they wanted it to be a fun and exciting level with the parkour elements and stuff.
Yes.
A lot of turnpikes and things like that. I think this is really good.
I
it's a
also
really good
think
track.
it's really good.
Nice.
I'm glad we all agree again. That's twice in a row we've all agreed.
Hey.
Yeah.
Moon Road. I mean Rainbow Road. I don't know how to judge this one since I never played it. Design-wise, I would give it a godlike. I like how many elements they throw into this. But track-wise, I think it's really good. In difficulty, I think it's really good.
Okay.
Pretty solid track.
I like that it's new, quote unquote, to Rainbow Roads. And I like that you do they started to really make you feel like you're in an environment, right? So you were in space before, or you were on just Rainbow Road. Now you are somehow a little bit more grounded in the universe of Mario.
Yeah, you're actually in space and not in a void on a ribbon floating around.
Yeah. I do think it's a little too focused on the track. So I'm somewhere between really good and solid. I feel like, I guess if I had to choose, I'm leaning towards solid because I'm not firmly in really good.
You know, having the focus on the track rather than the atmosphere doesn't really bother me personally too much. The only downside to the map itself was I didn't really feel like there was a lot of danger with it. Gonna have to say really good just because of that fact alone.
Fair enough. With a 2-to-1 vote, we got a really good with
There it goes.
the DS. And now, we have a very judgeful of this track. Maybe unfairly, maybe justified. SNES, the 4th iteration on the Mario Kart 8. I don't know.
This one's glow up, it does it for me.
Yeah.
And to make it not only still exciting, but visually very entertaining, I would give it a really good.
Yeah. I love the personality of it. I like that the thwomp in the thumbnail kind of takes center stage. It's like This is their track.
It is.
Also, this is like the only canon moment where we got a rainbow thwomp for some
Yes.
reason.
Rainbow
Mhm.
It's
Thwomp.
really cool. I think I would have really liked to see it explore more than being flat. This is a really good level. Really good.
Is that your ranking?
Yep. Got to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say really good as well. Simply because it was a really big glow up looking from where it started to where it's at now. But they did add all the thwomps. They did. I mean, there's an actual threat on the map itself,
Yeah.
which adds a lot to it.
I love that it has to stand on the ashes of its previous forms.
yeah.
Yes.
To be up here.
This isn't even my final form.
It might not be.
Rainbow Road N64 on Mario Kart 8. I like the lore that we created with this one. And I feel like this is going to unfairly impact in favor of it. It's warm, it's cozy, and this was honestly one of my least favorite tracks in all of Mario Kart 8. Just because of how kind of boring it is to play. I love the look of it, but at the end of the day, it's the gameplay. And I think it's not meh. I think it's just average for me. I like me a train. I like me some fireworks.
They added a lot to make it visually pleasing, but they didn't really add. They made it longer. They didn't add anything else. It just longer. I'm actually gonna give this one a solid, just because like I really think the visual buffs that they gave it did kind of make it that much better to where I could feel comfortable saying it's a solid.
I mean, I stand by what I said before. It's a Disneyland.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Stop
I like
showing you.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. If you're in last place, short of a bullet bill, there's no way you're winning. And there's no way you're enjoying that.
You accidentally fall off on this, game over, man.
You're just not happy.
Yeah.
You can't even enjoy the ride. You know, I'm gonna say that this is average for me.
It has a good spot. We give it the respect. We'll play it. We won't moan and groan too much when it pops up on the random selection, but last but certainly not least, we have Mario Kart 8's
Mario Kart.
unique take on Rainbow Road, because I'm a madman and I love 200cc, my preferred playstyle. I think the difficulty of this is such an anxiety-inducing and fun roller coaster. This might be my own godlike. I'm calling this one godlike in how much I love the space and satellite structure of it all.
I'm gonna have to be the complete opposite of you and tell you, giving you meh.
The colors on this one, not a big
It's
fan
not
of.
even
You are.
just the colors.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think this is difficult for all the wrong reasons. I think that this is not a Rainbow Road, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
It is some other kind of track with Rainbow Road influence. There isn't much falling off that you can do.
Yeah, it's a very solid point that he brings up, that it's not really a Rainbow Road, but more like a Rainbow Road-esque with major influence on the space. But where I'm going to differ from Flash is it's doesn't feel like a Rainbow Road, but they slapped that Rainbow Road tag on there, so it's a Rainbow Road, whether like we see it as it or not. They slap that name on there. So what are we gonna do? You know, send an email to Nintendo of America and be like, "This is not a Rainbow Road. Change its name." They don't care.
In today's culture,
They don't
very
care.
likely.
That's true. They don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to slap it on an average.
Okay.
I say put it at the front of
The
average.
front of
The
average.
front of average. I feel like is a good
That's
spot
fair.
for it.
I think we have to like do it this way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Bro, a monkey wrench at you guys. This is a retroactive decision. Because we gotta make it interesting. We need at least one godlike. We need a king.
We
of
do
Rainbow
need
Roads.
a king.
I'm gonna have to put my vote in. I definitely think that SNES remake
Yeah.
might do it for me.
I think we all argued ourselves into making it.
We all argue
That.
That's crazy.
that.
Sasuke, what do you think?
You know, as much as I loved all the stuff that they added in the Wii version to make
Yeah.
it like its own, like here's this, and then 7 as well with you know, that was the first game that had the paragliding. They showed a bit of that. They had the moon, they had the gravity. It was all super cool, but at the end of the day, having no railing, no matter how simple that track is, no railing, you're adding in the swamps that make in this edition make the ground just kind of shake to give you
And
that
can,
hit the speed
you
boost.
can trick off
Yep.
that first bump, right?
You can trick
The
over
biggest bump.
Yeah. All hail Lord SNES.
Life,
I guess
life is
so.
poetry. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bingo. That's
I'll
a good
be-
list.
I'll be damned. No, that's.
Do we need to do an outro? I feel like we didn't really like saying like, hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Check us out in our streams. See you around. Bye.
Nope.
For shits and giggles, do we rank these?
Nope, I am.
No, I don't.
Uh,
That's
no.
garbage.
We
No,
are out
we
of
don't.
rainbow.
We don't rank our. We don't,
You don't
rank our
sort through
garbage.
garbage.
We don't sort through our garbage.
You just leave it. You just leave it. It's on the phone.
We
Whole
really-
circuit is the little RC car.
We
Got it.
really did our research here, boys.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yes, we
fine.
did. We
It's,
are.
It's
I know,
fine.
I know
We're
Mario
doing-
Kart.
we're
Zoom, zoom, turtle.
People do research on YouTube. Never
Dude.
heard of that. Never. I think
Yeah.
we're good. You know what, guys? In the comments, roast us for how much we don't know, because
There's a lot.
obviously we did tons of research for that.
Which toad is the real toad?